Hey everybody, welcome back. It is Fernando. I'm here again with another quick video. This time I'm here to introduce my new baby. Her name is Ripley. I've named her after Ellen Ripley from the American sci-fi horror film Alien. And so Ripley, if you've ever seen Alien and you know, is a total badass. And I've loved her ever since the first movie came out. The Alien series are actually some of my favorite movies ever. And so I decided to name my new baby Ripley. So here she is. And she's getting pretty well adjusted. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but I'm going to assume it's a girl. And I'm just letting her hang out. And she is teeny tiny. So I'm going to see if I can't measure her. She's very active. She has a very good appetite. I'm not messing with her too much. I'm still trying to get her acclimated to her new home. She's still not quite used to me yet. She still gets a little startled whenever I come into the room. I'll come in here every day. I'll spend time with her. I talk to her so she'll get used to me. And she's pretty cool. I really like her. She's really sweet. She knows where her perch is. She comes up here now and relaxes under the light. Yeah, but she's still kind of skittish, so... She's intact. She has all her toes. So this is Ripley. Currently I have her on some paper towels here. And so tonight I'm actually going to do a project that I'm going to show you here in just a moment. I'm no longer going to use the sand mat that I bought. I don't trust it. I don't like it. It makes me nervous, so I'm no longer going to use it. So I'm actually going to make my very own substrate or flooring for Ripley here. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to leave Ripley alone. She's about to run for it. See you later, Ripley. She scurried up here into this bush. She feels safe and secure there. There's her tail, the rest of her body. So alright, well let's go ahead and get started on her new flooring. So I just mentioned I'm no longer going to use the sand mat that I bought for Cloverfield and her terrarium, so I decided I want to do something different. So I figured, I'm a sewer, I have a sewing machine, so why don't I just make my own carpet for her. So I went and I found this material. It's very thick cotton curtain material. It's really pretty. I like the colors. And it's light enough to where if there are roaches or anything running around on it, Ripley will still be able to identify and chase after them and eat them. So I decided to go with the cotton material because, especially this, it's really thick, because it will lay flat. It's easy to clean. I can just throw it in the washer and dryer and just have it cleaned, and instead of taking it outside and rinsing it off, wait for it to dry, I can do it all with my washer and dryer. And I really like the pattern. I think the pattern's very pretty. And I'm not going to make this difficult for myself. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it inside out, iron them together, and then I'm going to lay the sand mat on top of this, and I'm just going to trace it on the outside with a 1/2 inch seam, and then I'm just going to sew it together and flip it inside out. And I want it to be a little bit bigger so that when I wash it, if it shrinks a little bit, it'll still take up it'll still cover the entire floor. Alright, so I've just, I've turned it inside out. And I'm going to iron the material together. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll be right back. Alright, well I can't get the whole thing in, but here's the sand mat, and I laid it over my material. And then I have my two pencils here. They're about, it's about 1/4 inch apart. So that'll be good for my seam. So I'm going to go ahead and draw all around it. Okay, so now I've drawn my line all the way around with my 1/4 inch seam. I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. Alright, so my material's cut. That's the hardest part. So now I'm just going to sew a 1/4 inch all the way around. And I'm going to leave a little spot open so I can turn it inside out. I have two clips here. This is where I'm going to start and that's where I'm going to end. I want to leave this open because I'm going to flip it inside out through here. And then I'll sew it up. So I did it as a reminder so I wouldn't go past it, because I have in the past, and I don't want to do that again. So we're going to go ahead and do this here. Alright, so I have sewn a seam all the way around. So now I'm going to trim my edges. Now I'm going to flip it inside out. I love this material. Alright, so I'm going to go and iron this down, and then I'm going to do a top stitch all the way around. So I've ironed it flat. This is the opening right here, and I'm just going to catch that when I do the top stitch all the way around and shut that. But I'm not going to bore you guys with watching me sew all the way around, so I'll be right back. Alright, so here we have Ripley's new flooring. I just love this material. I love the print. It's so heavy, and the fact that it's two-sided gives it a little more weight. And like I said, whenever it gets soiled, whenever it needs to get washed, I can just toss it in the washing machine and dry it, and it's good to go. So let's see what it looks like. Well, here it is. I love it. I think it looks great. And I think Ripley's gonna like it too, aren't you, Ripley? Better than those old paper towels, huh? Okay. Well, that's it for now, everybody. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you all have a good night. And I will see you guys around. Say bye.